You're telling us we're not the first ones on
Yeah,
the
wait,
podcast?
I thought we were the first ones.
Kind of. Well, you'll be the first episode.
Oh, big debut.
Like,
huge debut.
Well, I guess you can't say who's going to be on because it'd be spoilers for the next
it would be
episodes.
kind of spoilers. Like,
Say the
Give
first
us a
letter
hint.
of the... Are they an artist?
yeah, two artists.
Two artists.
Yeah.
Say the first letters of their names.
One is
Artist names, not
L,
like Joey.
one is N.
Oh.
And soon it's going to be someone with an H and somebody with a C.
Let's leave it at that. I want to like.
Wait.
I want someone
L?
at their house like putting the like clues on the board.
Because someone's like
trying to figure it
religiously
out.
listening to
I know.
the Sipper podcast.
Well, if
like-
anybody ends up here, they're fucking crazy. You know what I mean?
People
Like,
end up here.
Yeah, people have time on their hands. you
Yeah,
know?
we have time on our hands. Are you kidding me?
And they don't have people to talk to. Like, that's when I, put on the podcast. Just like, there's no one in my life, and I just like hit the button.
I think you should just find random people. Like, the
Yeah.
deli guy. Oh, so we used to live here, and we used to go to the deli, the Brooklyn Natural, like the super expensive one, but like
Yeah.
so good.
I mean, calling it
Have
a
you had-
deli is even crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like a market.
Have you had
Yeah.
the food there though?
No, I can't afford
Can't afford
that.
that.
I can't. I think
Once the podcast
it's probably
hits.
more expensive. Yeah, once the podcast. hits.
Yeah.
No, it's
What do you
not
guys
that
do
bad.
with food on tour?
We've only been on one
Tour ever,
really.
and we're going on
We're
another one.
in like 2 weeks.
But are you
Yeah.
just like throwing down bread? Or are you trying to save it?
Like no, we literally at least our first tour we were like, ha, eat wherever we want. Like,
Yeah.
we weren't that stingy about it. We should have been.
We should, and we probably will be now, because we're bringing. Because last time we did just the two of us on tour, like drums and guitar with a little like.
It's
bass
easy if we're
rig
giving
thing.
another person a per diem to just be like, okay, we should just give ourselves the same
Yeah,
per diem.
I think we were just like excited that we were like, oh, we're going on tour. We were getting, I guess, like we were making more on the tour than you normally would, because normally it's like
really?
$250 for an opener, and we were getting like $500
Oh,
for an
nice.
opener, which was sick.
And
So we
just
were
you two guys.
just
yeah.
the two.
I
of
mean, we
us.
still found a way to be like,
But we had to
spend
like
all-
get up. We had to like
yeah.
get like flights and shit,
Yeah,
like do
yeah.
all that.
I think
stuff.
we like barely broke even or made like $100.
Yeah,
like, we did
'cause
not.
we don't
make
mind.
it.
Like
Yeah.
I have like a shitty car, and like for the next like tour, we're just like going around in my
Yeah, that
shitty
one we
car.
had to rent a car and do flights
That's
and stuff.
horrible.
Yeah, because we had to do like West Coast. But
How
now
many
we're doing,
tours
like,
have
Midwest.
you?
Never. Seriously,
Really?
like 5 shows.
Yeah, but you have like a mystery. around-
Just bad luck. Just horrible
Why
luck.
don't we just do
No,
a Toledo Sipper tour?
Yeah, right? Well, because I'll get COVID. Don't take...
You'll get COVID. I got COVID on tour.
Really?
Well, we both did.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit, I didn't know this.
I know.
Like
What
the
happened?
end,
Right
end.
at the end.
Oh, so you cut it short at the end?
No, we just like
Just powered.
well,
We
it
didn't
was-
know.
We didn't. It wasn't confirmed, but like when we
Okay.
look back, we're like, oh, I guess you were sick for like 2 days.
Yeah.
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 So we didn't get any other people sick, which is good.
I'm like excited for tour, but I'm also like, as much as I love like sitting in a car for 9 hours,
Yeah.
Jordan doesn't
I don't
have
even
drive.
drive. Like, but I can't
Oh,
imagine being
shit.
like, oh, as much as I love to like drive a car for 9 hours, that's probably awful too.
No, it's a little more fun 'cause it's like a video game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That's
be
a
playing
great
like Switch
attitude.
video games in the back.
Yeah,
of the
and
car.
I'm gonna be like,
like as much as I love playing video games for 9 hours,
Like,
like complaining.
maybe around bus time, like
Yeah,
you
someone
can
like carries
sleep.
you into the show.
yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want is the
So,
bougie shit.
are you working on recorded stuff right now?
Yeah, kind of. The next album is coming out in like a week and a half.
What?
And then the album after that comes out. In 2
They
weeks.
went
yeah, Brian, you're all about like you're so
Spamming.
much shit
Well,
spamming. That's great though. That's part
Now
of the thing.
I want to
working.
spam podcasts. Like also, I really like spamming shit. It like helps me find some direction in my life. You
Yeah.
know, like that's like the only hack I have to life is
It's
like
smart. I feel like it makes music like fun when you're like, it's not like this weird. I'm only allowed to release one album every like 2 years or something.
I'm too scared of the pressure.
Yeah,
I'm
there's,
too
like,
scared
no
of like an
pressure now.
expectation. I would really be upset if that was like on the table. Like it can't be fun being Frank Ocean
Oh,
or
my
like
God.
that shit sucks. And that's the worst way to go into an album. Like someone has like all these like things that they're expecting to get out of it. Like and then you're never gonna be happy with it. Of course.
Did
No.
you did you feel pressure around your first album release?
No, not really.
Yeah.
It was so like low key.
Yeah, but it's also like going really well for you. That's the thing.
I don't know.
I mean,
It's
you're
like-
kind of like us. You're like a Spotify saturated.
Yeah. What are we?
We're
What-
nothing. We're industry plants. We're
I
like
know.
Spotify like loves us and it's great, but then like
What is it? Like, are we cool?
no, we're not cool.
No.
Uncool.
Yeah.
I think it is okay. It's not like extreme, but I feel like it's a little pressurized to be like our first album with a label.
Mm.
It's like we took like a long time to record it. But then we're trying to be like, oh, let's do another EP right after or something, so
Right.
it doesn't feel like super pressurized.
See you later.
We lost Sipper.
Bye, Joey.
He found out we were with a label. He's like, call us off.
You could be with a label.
Me?
Tell me that you
Who,
can't
me?
tell me that people haven't like been trying it.
Well, I talked to your label for a second.
Really?
And what happened?
I have this thing where labels, they don't actually, it's like they like talking like flirting stage maybe, you know, but I've never once gotten like, you know, deal on the table, you know. I don't know. I think maybe I blow it like because they're
You
into it in
get
the
to the
beginning
you
and like
get to the like stage where it matters. You start talking about your past and stuff.
yeah, I know.
Hey,
It's like
start talking about your grandma.
it's happened so many times. It's really happened. I'm not like over 10 times I've talked to
That's more than
labels,
us.
and it's just like it go well because you guys already, you know, wifed up.
Yeah, we're wifed up, but we were quick to make decisions. We didn't like wait around.
But hold on, when you were saying about the album thing, because you guys don't have an LP out now.
No,
Is-
but it's coming out.
all right, when's that?
I don't
coming
think we're
out?
allowed to
know,
say
we're
that.
not. Well, by the
Oh,
time this
shit.
comes out, probably.
When's this gonna come out?
In at least 1 month from now.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
we're
All right.
Yeah.
We're
So-
announcing our album on July 19th, which would be in
the
probably
past.
the past.
It's in the past.
What day is it today?
What
is
year
it
is
July
it?
yet? I don't know what day it is.
And so you feel pressure with this situation or no?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
You
you
go ahead.
probably do.
That was the best answer to the like.
it's like not saying anything.
Just like, ugh, like yeah, I think
I-
that sounds like pressure.
I feel a
More
lot.
so.
I feel pressure not around like the release, but more around like the idea of us like releasing an album. Just because like to us like it feels like a really big deal.
Yeah,
And we've also been doing music stuff for like a very long time and have never put out an album, so it's just
Yeah, I mean we've been like playing together since we were like 12 years old, like, and now I'm 20. No, I don't know. How old are you?
we don't talk about it on the podcast.
We don't talk about it on the
Pretty
podcast.
wild.
No, Dan ripped on me the other day because we were talking about like our old songs that we used to have on our private SoundClouds and stuff that we made when we were like freshmen in college, and there was one that like I wrote that was so bad, and Dan was like when Snail Mail was like 19 and had like Matador released like
Like-
Unreal album, and I was literally like, hey,
like
so
Dave
bad.
Matthews, like sounding
Some
shit.
people just figure it out like way earlier, I guess.
Yeah, what is up with that? I don't know what that is.
It's crazy.
And they also figure out other things of life. It's not even like just the music. It's like they're happier. They're like well adjusted.
Rich maybe.
pretty.
Maybe they're just rich or something.
Yeah, I guess.
People are rich.
Yeah, being
There's
rich
a
is
lot-
cool.
they do be
I
rich.
don't hate rich people. I think it's cool. I think it's cool to pretend
lot of
to
that
be
around
rich.
here.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
like the deli simulator downstairs. It's like
Pretending to be a deli.
yeah, it's like
Pretending to be a
so
deli, but
not actually the thing.
being like a fancy grocery store.
Yeah.
It used to be different.
That reminds me of a question. What's a band in New York City?
Oh.
None.
I can
Zero.
Can you think of anything? I can.
Yeah.
We were talking about this house like I guess like probably 10 years ago now. It was like New York was the hot spot where it was
Uh-huh.
like beach fossils, grizzly bear,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck
I
Yeah.
just saw Dive that did their like 10-year.
thing. Like
Yeah, captured tracks used to be like.
yeah, everything was like the hot shit, but now New York, no one gives a shit about New York, which is
Yeah.
sad, but also good because now Sipper can be
Yeah,
the
rise from the ashes.
Rise from
Yeah.
the ashes.
I think
That's
it's just the
goal.
like internet stuff where it's like anyone
Yeah.
can release music from anywhere.
It's also the
now.
LA thing.
Yeah.
I mean, like everyone's in LA,
I
but
don't
like
know
the thing that
anything
scares
about
the
it.
shit about this scares me about LA is if like Toledo went to LA, we would immediately be like the smallest fish in the fucking pond.
Like Rebel Bucket's a New York band.
I love Rubble Bucket.
I love
Yeah.
Rebel too. They're
And I
also on Grand
see-
Jury.
Yeah. I see the guy in the cafe a lot. Toth.
Which cafe?
He used to
Swallow.
work at the same Trader Joe's as me in Boston.
Whoa, that's crazy.
We worked together.
Pre-clout?
Pre-clown.
That's
this
cool.
This is like pre-Toledo, like pre-Toledo.
That's actually so cool.
like for like Rebel Bucket like came out of a lady. It probably just come
Yeah.
out and everyone was like fucking pop. I don't know why I was so convinced that Rebel Bucket was like a really famous band.
So was I. So was I.
Okay, recently
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, Rebel Bucket's like back.
I know, I'm
like,
scared they're like
famous.
down on their luck a little bit. I think they had some hard times, but like that band is fucking
Fell on hard
sick.
times.
Yeah, that band is sick. It's like math,
Funk.
math.
Totally unrelated to everything. Has Toledo brought more pain into your life or more joy?
All right, you know why your podcast gets depressing because you ask people fucking
Like,
like questions
really
like
dark
that.
questions.
They're always leading. They're so leading.
Yeah, you just want someone to say depression.
I think it brought for me. It now is bringing joy, but it used to not bring joy. Jordan?
Like probably Joy.
Probably Joy.
That's
It
good.
brings joy. It's like, I feel like good about like being like, we're two people that wanted to do music with our lives and now we do.
Yeah, and it's also like
Yeah.
a choice. It's like no one is forcing you
Yeah,
to
that's
do
true.
music. Like I'm not like, oh, I just wish I could stop, but I can't.
Like it's nice that now we're like,
anytime you want out, it's like you can just stop.
That's
Yeah, we
true.
can.
That's true. Yeah. What like the hell would you do if you stopped?
Jordan would do theater.
I don't know.
Really?
I think we'd like. Ideally, we'd stop doing it if it's started to be more sadness than joy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true, but we still feel like babies. I feel like Toledo's just
Yeah.
starting.
Yeah.
It kind of is. And that's why I think like about like the debut album thing is it's like that's like step one, and then there's like your sophomore album, which is like the big deal.
And then
album.
after that, it's like,
That's,
So this is this your sophomore album coming out next week?
after that, it's like your
Is it
fifth
my
album.
sophomore? I don't know. I don't know. I have a lot of like fake albums, you know.
Yeah, but fake albums are real
in-betweens.
albums if it's Zipper.
Like I don't know.
Yeah, 7 songs. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
everyone's doing that now.
There's like unlimited.
Like you released them all as singles and then they became an
Yeah.
album. I feel like that's part of the reason that we like did a long album is because we knew that any label's gonna be like, what if we released like as many singles
Yeah.
as possible?
So it's gonna take like a year for this thing to come out, probably.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Damn.
Ours is like
It'll be out
our
in
album doesn't.
September.
You want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
Our album comes out the same day as. What would you say is probably the biggest album coming out in the fall?
Like Ariana Grande.
No,
Yes.
of indie artists like
Oh, 1975.
no. Ours comes out the same day as Alex G's album,
Ooh.
right? Bummer.
I think good.
You think so?
For all you know, it's like the second the Alex G album is over, it like Spotify just starts playing.
Okay, that's
Toledo.
Yeah,
some
that'd be
people have
great.
made that point,
Yeah.
which is a good point.
Wow, that's really funny. What a crazy world this is.
I know,
It's like
right?
maybe they'll play you after the Alex G
like,
album.
please,
Yeah.
algorithm, please.
Please, maybe they play us before.
You-
That's my big
They're
dream.
clicking on it and it's like, no, no.
It's like play Toledo first. Yeah, that's what happens when you're Spotify darlings, like all of us are.
Let's destroy that word, please.
Yeah.
Spotify darling.
I think it's a word that it's not like we invented that word.
It is.
No, it's not.
What do you think? They called you that? They're
No,
like,
that's
honey,
like articles say that shit. Spotify darlings. Like
who did they say that about?
Us.
Toledo, Zipper,
Cite the article.
Billboard.
Well, I don't know that one.
Do you think people are angry at us? Like they feel jealousy?
I think they would be if we go out being like, I'm a Spotify darling.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying. Oh my! Delete it. Delete it. I think our dream is like I wish we were the kind of band that had like 10,000 monthly listeners, but like we sell out a show.
Yeah.
Because like people like
That's the
have
shit.
a cult mentality around it.
I
Not
want to be
like
an Instagram darling.
yeah. I want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to be an Instagram darling.
Facebook darling.
Facebook. Yeah. Facebook Marketplace darling.
That's in Facebook Marketplace. So fucking
Dan's like
sick.
a Craigslist darling.
I'm a Craigslist darling.
Craigslist is really sick, honestly.
I fuck with the, dude. You know what I've been messing with recently? Police auctions.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Dan fucks
Yeah.
with the police. Police
I-
darling.
no,
Dan's like the
that would be
NYPD
awful.
darling.
No, I like police liquidations and government liquidations so I can find gear.
Just for music gear?
Yeah, I'm a gear freak.
Whoa.
I'm like crazy.
Oh, do you guys have sick microphones or something? You're
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we have a lot. We're opening up a recording studio
Oh,
next
nice.
month.
True.
Like in by the Naval Yard in Brooklyn. We're gonna have our separate space.
I feel you guys can make millions of dollars producing drums for indie bands.
That's
That's the plan.
Really?
Everyone always
Yeah.
says like they're like I want to have the Toledo drum sound. It's
Yeah.
like technically like
don't
really
say it. Don't
bad.
say it. Don't say anything. Don't give it away.
It's
Don't give the sauce.
There's nothing to give away. It's
They were
literally
just
like
about to sign
it's-
up for a studio space. They're like,
Yeah,
no,
no, it's like real. It's not like we do a good job. We do a bad job, and then people think that it's good, but it's not actually. I don't know.
Maybe it's the playing.
Maybe it is.
It could be the playing,
You
yeah,
think
because
so?
no one actually plays drums.
Yeah, like anytime we've recorded anyone,
Yeah, I
you just
play
play
drums.
the drums on the.
I'm not. We're like a no MIDI allowed.
Really?
We don't do any MIDI, and we don't do any synthesizers.
Oh, I
We
guess I
all-
didn't hear any synths.
Yeah, we only do like synths made of like guitar pads. I
Yeah.
guess.
Wow.
We're big on that.
I have like the exact opposite.
Yeah, but that's cool too. Like that's. I mean, like there's also like mornings I wake up and I'm like, I could just like do this like on a computer with like a small interface, but I have my
Yeah.
head up my ass about it.
Maybe we do an EP like that or something.
We should. I want to do like a full like Toledo electronic EP.
Just to keep them on
That
their
would be
toes.
sick.
Just keep people on their toes.
So you guys, if you're on a label, you can't spam Spotify if you're on a label, or can you? I don't know.
I don't know.
We've never spammed Spotify much. I guess.
Yeah.
We get nervous about it because we do make a lot of stuff and then we're just like it's not good enough.
Yeah, I'd
Really?
feel like if we started spamming, we'd be like a year later, we'd be like, let's delete that.
I think our goal with like DSP shit and like I don't know, like Spotify and stuff like that is like to put stuff out and then just like aim to do better sonically than the last thing we put out and like allow people to like hear that growth of like
Cool.
oh, they're becoming better producers and musicians, you know.
Is there any new like things introduced in this new album coming up? Is it lame to talk about? Do you have like, is there a new spicy ingredient?
I think so. I guess so.
It's definitely more
It's hard to
like,
explain.
oh, you can hear what they're saying.
Yeah, we're diving
little
into the
more
vocal a little bit
transparent,
more. It's kind of like
There's not as much like reverb.
no, there's not really like any reverb, and it's like all pretty dry and like pretty basic. I think we like just
Interesting.
tried to like more think about the songwriting shit instead
Yeah.
and like not focus on the production as much
I feel like we
because
took the like surfy element out a little bit.
yeah,
Yeah.
we've been trying to take that out. Because,
Surfy
like,
is
it's-
nice. You get like a little bit of blankets, like a little protection. you
I know, but then
It
we
is-
like
yeah, it felt a little bit like oh, if we put this much like ambience, then they won't notice that
Yeah.
the like guitar part's bad.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
exactly how
Yeah.
And I think we were trying to like I don't know, like make it as much our own thing as we could with like mixing it. Like you produce and mix all your own shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but yours like sounds really good, which is the
I
difference. Like,
know.
it sounds really
Yeah.
well. Yeah, but it sounds good in like a sipper way, you know.
Yeah.
It's like the thing.
Yeah. So
You've got like the tone.
you guys, I'm just like a song credit stalker, you know. Like I guess I saw like Gabe Wax maybe one time.
Yeah, he
But-
did the Beachcomber.
Like majority stuff is you guys production. Or
All of
all of it.
all the albums.
yeah, we had
Yeah.
Melina, aka Jason.
Oh, nice.
She helped us out a little bit. She came for like a couple days, and we were just like hanging out with her, really, because we do a lot of cabin stuff, where we're heady about that. About,
Where?
Like
Airbnbs and
Like
stuff.
Upstate New York?
Airbnbs.
Yeah.
Love upstate
Nice.
New York.
And then we did like a week in Massachusetts too. Where
Yeah,
we're
Nice,
from.
nice.
Rented out like a church in our hometown,
But- Oh,
and
that's
like
sick.
did all our vocals.
Jason
there.
brought like a cool like synthesizer vocal sampler thing. So when
Huh.
you hear it like actually in a few songs.
Yeah.
Wait, like physical piece of gear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
she
a-
brought like a little. It was like a little Casio sampler.
Oh, nice. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Like
Uh,
with actual keys on it. The keyboard?
Yeah,
Okay,
like the whole
yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
Because we like all that. We're very like vintagey,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
gear. It's like everything in our studio is all like.
And the Mellotron
Vintage.
Sounds is like one of the few like new instrument on album.
And you
Yeah,
used a real
a
one.
new instrument of like a replication of an old instrument.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly, yeah.
But that's like one of the only things that's like on there that like we didn't have in other songs.
Yeah, I guess it was different because like the Jockey's EP, it's like
And we got this little toy. It's all sampler stuff.
everything's
Like,
sampler stuff.
it's a lot of like sampling vocals and then making like a weird pad out of it. and
Sick,
stuff.
yeah,
But
that-
it's on like kind of like all the songs.
The Tonk.
Yeah.
We have this thing. Do you know what are they called? Brand New Noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brand New Noise. It's this company. Sponsor us.
Yeah.
You would love the shit. They make like little sampler instruments that are just like fucking
What
what like
simple and then it
yeah,
has like
it's like a
effects in
steel
it.
drum, tiny steel drum that has like a delay and a sampler in it and a looper that you just like play the steel drum and then it like loops it and like
What the
modulates it.
fuck? That is
yeah,
so-
they're like kids toys.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
are like it's just for like playing. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
But we
they
like
have-
stuff that's like, oh, we're just having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, because 90% of the time we're doing like
Just,
Toledo
like,
stuff is
hugging.
like we're either like drunk or high at like 2 a.m. jamming on something, and then we're like, let's record it, and then it
Yeah.
becomes a song.
That's pretty much what we do for the first few weeks is when we're like writing the songs is just like kind of throw shit at the wall like.
And then we did. I mean, like literally the last week before we like finished the album was literally us in like a church, like writing all the lyrics and
'cause
recording all the
they
vocals
weren't, like, done until
to like the
Sick.
whole album. Yeah.
So you guys are pro going somewhere else, which is a good idea, I guess. I've never thought about that.
Yeah,
I'm all-
it's like doesn't make any sense like cost wise.
Yeah.
Like we spend so much money on our studio and then we're like, and now we have to go.
I just don't think there's like ever a world where I could sit in New York City and like pick up a guitar and be like, I'm so relaxed. I can't wait to write a song.
It's a little
Yeah.
bit like don't shit where you eat, where it's like I don't want to like record an album the same place that I like just watched like Game of Thrones or something. You know, I don't
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
like watching
Game of
reruns.
Thrones.
I wasn't gonna say, like,
who
I
the
don't-
fuck is
I
like
don't wanna-
watching Game of Thrones?
I don't want to tell people I'm like when I'm watching Obi-Wan like
No, more like you're like when
I'm watching like French film.
like
Yeah.
This is cool. It sounds like no gimmicks. You just like worked hard. Like you guys are proud of the songs. It sounds like that's the undercurrent I hear.
no. I'm always like when we finish something, I like never listen to it ever again. Like I've never listened to like a Toledo song ever again. I also just don't listen to music ever unless it's Sipper.
I do think like even if it like flops or something, at least it feels like it was like we tried to do something and it's about something. Whereas like when I think about jockeys or hot stuff, it's like I think more about what that experience was like for us recording it and writing it, but it didn't really like have to. There were like songs like about like nothing.
Yeah, I mean like it was like half the shit was like us being like, oh, I have a little interface and we're just gonna huck something in my parents' attic during COVID, and we did, and then it was like jockeys of love, and everyone like people will be like, wow, I love that you did this thing, and then I'm like, we didn't do that. But this time I think we tried to be like, we're doing the like smart, we're trying to be like smarter about it.
Yeah.
But there's a good chance that the people that are like,
They might be like, I hate that.
no, I'm guessing the people that are like love fucking Some Samurai or like or
Why
like
did you
Sunday
do
Fun
this?
Day are gonna be like, what the fuck is this? Because it's all like we committed to like we went away from the indie whatever thing and we committed to like adult contemporary.
Whoa.
So that's like the thing that I think we're trying to commit. not
Adult
commit to.
contemporary.
Yeah, like I don't know.
What does it mean? What is it? That's like a radio category.
Yeah, it's like
It's like
we're
a
just,
chart.
like,
It's just a chart.
It's a chart. Yeah, it's literally like an Apple Music like chart like that they put down. I don't know. I think it was like we just both have completely separate influences for music stuff.
Isn't there like a weird beach influence? It's like the other side of the beach is adult contemporary. Am I crazy? I feel like I always see a picture of a beach when they're talking about adult contemporary. Not indie beach, like beach in white shirt,
Like a yacht
unbuttoned
rock.
white shirt.
Oh, I hope it's not yacht rock.
I don't think it's yacht rock. Someone like said like one of my friends was like, yeah, it's like easy listening, but like really, but interesting though. They might have added that.
People
like,
have
'cause
always
they
said
felt
like
that.
Toledo's like driving music.
Oh, nice. I would take that as a compliment.
Yeah, I think it's a compliment.
People do not know
people
what
like
to say.
listen.
I tried really hard
Well,
to
you
not do
you
it.
cast a wide net.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's also like kind of what we wish we were doing. You're like dropping like a different thing all the time.
Oh yeah, they're completely unrelated. But then yet all the comments are like, all this guy's songs sound the same. 'Cause I guess
It's like, don't you want to have some sort of through thread? You know,
I
it's
love
like,
bands where the songs sound the same, like the Ramones or something, or
Oh,
like
yeah,
That's
like-
I think that's so cool.
And then you can hear any song of theirs on the radio, and you're like, oh, I know this is.
Yeah, I think I kind of don't like bands where like they're all over the place. It's cool when I think they're like a company or a factory, and they just like that's like the thing they make, and that's what a band is. I'm like, that's fucking sick.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think like we were definitely trying to figure out what our thing is, and still probably will be for a long time.
Yeah.
At least at this thing, it's like we used to be like even on Jockeys, like I forget that there's like songs where it's like, and then Jordan sings this verse by himself, or like
Yeah,
Dan
that's, like,
sings this.
emotional.
And then now we're just like we're both probably the easiest like identifying factor is like why are there like 4 vocals.
yeah, we do like we both sing it,
And then we both
double
double it, and then we do
ourselves,
harmonies, but
and then we
double
both
those.
double harmonies. So we're
Yeah.
doing like at a time. I think our goal is sometimes it just sounds like one person,
Yeah,
but it
yeah.
like is in reality.
But at least
both
you'll
of
be
us.
getting like information wise. Someone can probably feel that there's like a weird vocal thing. That's
Yeah. So that I guess that's our biggest through line. Is this the first time like if you were to go back to like any old Toledo song and then like a Toledo song that came out last year and stuff, like the vocal sound and the sound is always going to be completely different because we never have like a method
Yeah.
that we do. Like we've never had like this is like a way that we record things because we do
And
shit
other
differently
people, I feel
every
like,
time.
have like such a thing.
Yeah. Like do you have a thing that you're like, this is my like vocal chain that I do my vocals through?
No, it's all pretty random. My problem is I'm always just trying to hide the vocals. I know that wasn't your question, but like
No,
I feel like we did
I
this.
was
I feel
leading
like we
there.
were doing the same thing. We probably
Yeah.
should hide them more.
But that's like a part of your sound, though. Is like not.
Yeah.
I don't think you hide them that much. You can
What-
still like hear what you're saying.
Well, actually, this is something that's been happening with the podcast. I really don't like the sound of my voice just raw.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah,
always
yeah.
we
doing
have a whole song about
like-
that on the album.
yeah, true.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny. And is it raw, like in the song? The
No.
Okay.
It's like super.
I mean, I find ways where it's like even so subtle, but like I'll record stuff at a higher pitch or lower pitch and then pitch it just so it's a little different. You
Yeah.
know, like I'll slow the track down
That's a
by like
cool idea, though.
2% and it just gets me out of my head of hating my voice so I can like focus more like when it's time to mix it because like
I like that though. Like whatever works.
That's so convenient.
yeah, I guess do you guys do Logic? Is that what you do?
Yeah, Logic, but like I said, it's because I guess I studied it in school and shit, but like I'm so heady about gear.
Really?
It's like I'm so much like we need to record this vocal
Through
through
the
this
Altic,
fancy
yeah.
ribbon mic with like a fancy like through this custom preamp that I had built and like shit like that. We're all about that.
That's
like,
crazy.
kind of shit, which is cool though. I like that part because it's also us using fancy gear, but like wrong, not using it correctly. So
That's cool.
Like
I
we're
don't
still always playing with stuff, but now we just like got in advance, so we like bought gear and then just played
Ooh,
with
we
that
got money.
instead.
we got
That's
money,
cool.
we spent it all on equipment, and now we have negative money.
But that
Yeah, yeah.
I've always imagined that money feels better than a lot of other types of money because it was like creative money that was given to you, and it's almost like people are like more willing to like use that money positively. I feel like, or I guess some people. I'm sure some people fuck it up, but that's cool. We
Yeah.
got a big check and just dropped it on mics.
Big check is a strong word. Yeah, but like we dropped it on like I guess we did because there was a part of us that was like, okay, we're gonna hire like an Andrew Sarlo or like a producer,
Oh, yeah,
and we're gonna
that's
have
sick.
him do it, and we're gonna pay him a bunch of money and do this
Yeah.
thing, and then we were like, or
It's just scary because that money, like if it doesn't work out,
It's
it's, just
gone.
It's
Yeah.
just gone.
I thought about
It's
that
just
a lot.
gone.
Yeah.
yeah.
And the thing about the gear stuff is like you could buy it and then you could just like I'm like big on
It
like
holds
flipping
value,
gear
yeah.
and like shit
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So you
Yeah.
just sell it and it's gone.
But
And
also,
it's
like,
easy.
let's say you flop. I don't even want to put it out in the air, but let's
Put
say
it out in the air.
you made a terrible. You like fucked up all the gear. It all sucked.
Yeah, we
but
did.
like around the second or third album from now, like you guys have the gear now, and you can like make a fucking career out of it.
That's
You know
the
what I
point.
mean?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
literally the point. Is
Yeah.
being like, okay, so then we're gonna get an advance for another album, and what we're gonna do is instead of spending it on anything, we already did. So we have the gear, and then we get more gear, and
Yeah.
then, you know,
Some
Yeah,
building
yeah.
wealth shit.
yeah, building. But it's also a thing because like for us, a big part of our lives is producing other people.
Oh,
like that's
really?
like our whole
Who,
like
who do you
career.
guys do?
No one you would know.
We're trying. We're trying to.